you're seeing that big decline in lentil values because Australia has a big crop coming now as well. And we have a big crop, apparently. You're seeing it in yellow peas and green peas with the tariffs from China. You're seeing that market really under pressure. You're seeing feed barley, just getting absolutely hammered right here. We had that initial drop in feed barley values, held steady. And I was looking here before I hit the record button, and, feed barley's dropped another, what was it, $20 a ton. So, you've got that going on. Malt impacted by that as well. We got our malt offer for the farm, and yeah, it's better than the feed market, but man, we're taking some losses in our malt program here this year. All right. So, it's across the board, and it's extremely frustrating and extremely challenging here. Now, hopefully you're in a position where you sit here and say, hey, I'm executing the contracts that I already have in place. I'm just going to execute that, get that delivered, and wait for some better times, avoid harvest pressure, right? You guys look at the canola market last year. The canola market last year, NOV of 25 traded as low as 588 here, September 13th, right? Canola's trading 617 right now. Last year, almost on this same date, we were trading 615, right? We've been here. We have been here, is all I'm trying to say. You find a low of that market, harvest low at, 580 something, and you still have a peak coming in at 750, right? Anyway, so yeah, it's challenging out there. It's not fun. I hope you're in a spot where you're just executing on your contracts. The little problem here, the little hiccup I see is just trying to work our way out of this narrative and trying to find the demand story. And when you talk to the folks that are buying these commodities, they say, yeah, we can get there, but we have to get there at lower values. If we want to compete globally, we have to get there at lower values, and that will get us moving more crop out the door. So we will see where this all goes. I do have some strategies this week. I do have a couple things that I want to highlight here, just a couple comments on some different markets. And yeah, I just encourage you, if you have questions, if you want to review strategy, I'm doing this each and every day, and you can certainly send me a message. Ryan at whatthefuturespodcast.ca works for an email. I can hit me up through the website as well. I'm here to see if we can shed some clarity, some light on some of the scenarios, and see if we can help you out a little bit here this harvest. All right. That's why this show was created, was to help farmers navigate these difficult times here in crop marketing and try to find some little wins along the way. All right. I made some notes here. Spring wheat futures, lowest value since Dece of 2020. KC wheat, lowest since October of 2020. Canola, we were this low early April 3rd, April 4th, around there. Corn's 20 cents off the lows. Maybe the biggest yield number was printed, and we got a little bit of had a little bit of a rally there. And same thing with beans, 50 cents off the lows there as well. So actually some strength in U.S. corn and U.S. soybean futures. So that's good. All right. Before we get into some crop marketing stuff, I do have Kyle Folk joining me this week from Ground Truth Agriculture. We're going to talk about some of the latest technology here on being developed across the prairies. I was joking earlier this week, Labor Day, that, there's a heavy dew, and my grain graders, it was the only time they'd buy donuts was at harvest when a weather event would happen, because they knew they were going to make some money, make bank that winter. So I joked that was the only time they brought donuts. Kyle's company, they are trying to take away, the human element to this. He didn't say that in those words. I'm just, the way I look at it is take away the human element, because grain grading is very subjective. You can throw the same sample in front of 5 different people and get a couple different scenarios out of it. So they had an update here late August, and I wanted to get Kyle on the show just to talk it through And yeah, so stay tuned for that in our conversation later this episode. All right. Song of the week here. Let's get, we started a little poppy. We started a little light on the karaoke. Of course, you can find the playlist, What the Futures, hashtag Harvest25. That's on YouTube Music. We started with just a couple of light songs to get your vocal cords warmed up. Now we're going to turn aggressive. All right. We're going to go with Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit because, sometimes it feels good just to get out there and get some of the rage out, when markets aren't going great, when harvest is maybe a bit of a slog, go in and get, maybe it's a workout instead of breaking something. Maybe you just go and do a workout and lift something heavy, or I don't know what, but let's get more aggressive this week. Let's go with some Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. So really turning a 180 on you for this one. From here, I just want to give a little bit of love here to the Harvest Photo Contest as well. We are drawing our winner here in mid-October. All you have to do, folks, you're out harvesting, you snap a picture. If you have the What the Futures podcast flag in the picture, I'll give you a bonus entry as well. But you snag a harvest picture, you go to the website, ryandenny.ca. There's a spot that says photo contest there. Submit your picture, and you get entered to win a trip for two, Halifax, Nova Scotia. All right, the Canadian Curling Trials. You have tickets to every draw. If you're a curling fan, this is the trip for you, November 22nd to November 30th. You have 3 meals a day in the VIP lounge, tickets to all the draws, $200 spending spree for merch in the store. I stumbled upon this package, got lucky, and was able to snag it. And hotels are already booked. Your flights are covered. A nice little getaway, Canadian getaway after harvest here to go watch some top-notch curling in our country. So go and check that out. We might have a little update on just some additional benefits of that package as well. In the next couple of weeks here, we had a partner step up and say, hey, this is cool. We want to see if we can help you out on this and provide a little more, let's say, like white glove service. So we got something there that we're cooking up at this moment. So stay tuned over the next few weeks. We'll talk about that. So we got the Harvest Photo Contest. That's great. You guys are also kicking butt here. You're doing great on the subscribe button on YouTube, but you're also kicking butt now on the voicemail. All right. So if you go to whatthefuturespodcast.ca, send voicemail is the button that pops up. Ian, Carl, Val, all submitted voicemails here after the live show on Monday. And you're going to get entered to win. We're going to pick at the end of the month here, but we got this John Deere multi-tool. You can never have too many of these kicking around. And we've got these great John Deere Yeti mugs as well. I just want to see if my camera's picking this up. There we go. John Deere Yeti mug for you. And hey, maybe a little courage. We'll go in with that. We'll see. We will see. But big thanks to John Deere. Of course, the voicemail sponsored by the Crop Marketing Made Cool Conference happening December 9th to 11th in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. This is the crop marketing conference put on for you. John Deere, proud partner of ours for that event here. So thank you, John Deere. So there we go. Keep those voicemails coming. All you have to do right now, this week, this is it. You just say, hey, Ryan, my name is whatever, and I am X% harvested. That's what the folks are talking about. Val was 40%. Carl was 50% harvested. I think Ian was somewhere around 30%. So keep it coming, folks. That's all you have to do. Nice and easy this week for the voicemail button. All right. Crop marketing here for this week. I've got odds and ends written down. Okay. So a couple things here. Obviously, you guys know what's going on from a market perspective. The trend here. Every crop I talk about is at lower values. Like if I want to get the warm and fuzzies about a crop, feeling good about a crop, it's like $18 flax. Like that is where I'm like, oh, wow, that's nice. That's real nice. Let's put some yield beside that. Hey, there we go. Like that is about it. Like green peas, I got lucky and made a green pea recommendation at 13 to 14 bucks. Green peas now. I'm happy the bids are back. You know, the bids are back in town. I think we can make a song about that. Use the boys are back in town as the background music. You get what I'm saying, right? So those bids are back, $11 a bushel. So companies, if you were thinking of using force majeure on your $15 contracts, guys, you know, we got something to talk about here. All right. Because you guys are back in the market with bids. You can't use force majeure and have a bid to buy at a lower value. So just keep that in mind. You're on notice on that one. Maple peas, $10 a bushel. You know, that bid's back. Yellow's $6.50 to $7. Now, Chuck's going to join me here on Friday because there's a rumor going around that our yellow peas are too cheap. And Chuck said there's a rumor coming out of India that they may put a tariff here on those Canadian yellow peas. So we'll keep an eye on that. Our peas might be getting a little too cheap, and